out your hand to me, child, if you wanna be saved. Just put $1 in the bucket every day after day and watch your problems, anxiety, struggle, spirit away. And at the end of the road, I know a place. You poor thing, I'm sure they'll let you walk right in the gate.
It's week 2 of the NFL, and coming up, we'll see the electric Jayden Daniels. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Commanders and the Browns, and it's all up next on EA Sports.
What better way to start off the afternoon than with some football, huh? It's time to get things started here on the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you all for joining us here in week number 2. Alongside Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. And Brock, we got a great one this week, partner. One of the only games league-wide featuring 2 teams who both won their openers.
Yeah, it's been mission accomplished so far, each off to the start that they envisioned as the season began. And while it's only week 2, whoever can come out of this one with a win and jump to 2-0 has everybody in their division looking up at them.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And that leaves him with 3rd and short. Trying to get it with the option here. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Making a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains. Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Now Daniels off the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
All right, first sack on the board on the first drive as a defense. And now, well, now we let the chess match begin. The adjustments begin because we know pressure leads to sacks. And sacks in this league often leads to wins.
Five men in the secondary for the Browns. 3rd down coming. Daniels back to throw. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line. So here are the Browns now, headed out for their first drive. And in his 8th season as a QB, he's the one to lead them out.
He's one of the select group of quarterbacks where when he takes the field, everyone, and I mean everyone, takes notice. He's part of the game's elite at the game's most important position, and it really is a spectacle, Kate, anytime he leads an offense out, because you know he's capable of plays that other quarterbacks in this league simply cannot make.
And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete.
Yeah, this game, you just can't make it harder than it needs to be. Just get the catch first. Guarantee your yards, and then worry about escaping defenders after the catch.
Lone back gets the handoff. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Kate, I'll never forget walking into the Hall of Famer Dwight Freeney's meeting room with those defensive linemen. The late, great John Tierlink, his coach, he had a little sign up in his office, and it was sacks, and that money sign was the S, because ends and D linemen make their money with sacks. But you win games when they stop the run like that for a tackle for loss.
Coverman is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game. So that brings up 4th and long. The Browns are lining up to punt. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Big kick on that one, 62 yards. And they'll get ready to go on offense. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Daniels. That one's incomplete over the middle.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Caught. There's that rookie out of Florida State. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Here's Daniels. That's caught for the first. And he'll get it up to the 44. They get 13 on the pickup. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Again, Daniels to the air. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
On 1st down, here's Daniels. Taken in by Harris. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Makes the grab in bounds left side. Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders go up 6-0 here in the 1st. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
On is Chase McLaughlin for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Fielded at the 7. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Onto the field comes the Browns offense for the 2nd time. They didn't start the game off like they wanted, Brock. Still searching for that opening 1st down as they take the field a 2nd time. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Working from the gun, Watson. Buys time, rolling right. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing a 4th down. A.J. Cole on to punt. And this is the 2nd time he's been brought on to kick it. Went for 48 with his first kick, and this one looks even better. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The kicking team got downfield quickly there. He didn't manage much on the return. And it'll be their football. From the gun, it's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. Has some daylight through the 40. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
A jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Out of the gun, Daniels. Gets this one to Harris. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains, but I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out, and this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Finds him over the middle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And the Commanders will have a first. They're set up at the 35 now. Short pass brought in. And they haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. They gain 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Play fake here, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Trying again, following the sack. Has him running the comeback. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Throwing off the play fake here. He has the first over the middle. Touchdown, Washington. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
McLaughlin, attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
14, Browns nothing. Chase
McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Here's a return from the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Chance here for one final play before the end of the quarter. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And his gain is stopped on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. We will not get another play in here. That's going to do it for quarter number 1. Our score, 14-0. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. That one's complete over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 45-yard line.
From the gun, Watson. Throw left side, complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Cut out left. They get an even 10 on that play. And that gives the Browns a first.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
First and 10 from the 41. Sticking to the air with Watson. Hits his running back. And they bring him down around the 34.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. And with third and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Second and 3. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
Here's Watson to the air. Got a man. Robinson has it. And they take him down right along the 30. A 5-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Throwing it again here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air, Watson. Completed to his running back. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. It was Mike Savers still on that stop. They come to the line here. This is third and 6. Watson to throw it. Caught by his back. And he's brought down. They're going to mark him at the 14. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
He brings the offense up now for a first and 10. Working inside the red zone. He brings it in. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play.
A 7-yard pickup.
Second and 3 now.
And 3 at the 8-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
Throwing is Watson. Complete beyond the marker. That's a Cleveland touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Setting up to try the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Browns chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Commanders and QB Jaden Daniels headed out for their next look on offense. Drive starts out with a first and 10. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you gotta imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3-and-out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch their breath and turn some of the momentum in the building.
From the 26 on second down. He's got a man left. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And the Commanders will have a first. From the gun, they go with Harris.
Ball carried by number 51.
It didn't look like he ever really got a chance to fully get that play started, Kate. Just not enough time for him to work before they were all over him making that stop.
quick to the left, it's caught. And he's brought down after a short gain. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Out of the gun, Daniels. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
And it just keeps coming, Kate. It just keeps coming. This defense relentless in this first half. 3rd time. Now this quarterback's got to pick himself off the turf. When they get in that locker room at halftime, it's going to be a quick one. I think the whole message is going to be, how do we protect our quarterback? Because if you can't do that, this offense can't get started.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he gets forward for 3 yards as we've reached our 2-minute warning. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. Here's Watson, 1st and 10. Has him on the quick hitter. And he takes it up and across midfield to Commanders territory. 2nd and 6 now. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
When there's heat, that blitz coming off the snap, that QB's eyes, you could see it right away. He got to his check down in a hurry. But, Kate, here's the key. Quarterback and running back have to be up.
And the Commanders get home. They drop him. The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. Here comes A.J. Cole back to the field for a punt. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. This one's headed for the sideline and out. We'll get the mark. They say it's at the 9 where it crossed. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Caught for big yards on the right side. He makes it in for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders grow their lead just before halftime. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Well, Kate, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders double their lead to 14. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. Has this at the 6. And in the end, Brock, an exciting touchback as the return comes out to the 30. Cleveland's offense all set to take over. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running back sent in motion. Watson on 1st and 10. Look, pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. Hits him on the out route. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that gives the Browns a first. Working from the gun, Watson. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. From the gun, Watson. Finds him over the middle. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Prior to 1st down, they decide to call a timeout. Out of the gun, here's Watson. That's completed right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cleveland 1st down.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
It's now third down and less than a yard.
Sticking to the air with Watson. This one soars over everybody in the end zone. Just had to get rid of it. Incomplete.
I'll say this, unless you're committed to going for it on fourth down, I just don't see why you throw it there. Just power it forward for half a yard and reset those chains, then take your shots further down the field.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that'll get him back to 11.
You know, you look at that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a three-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. We will not get another play here, Brock. That's to an E. Time's going to run out on the half. Well, that brings us to the midway point of this one. The Commanders enjoying a nice little lead here on the road. Now it's down to Florida, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by in Orlando for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll kick things off with one of the best rivalries in football. The New York Giants on the road in Big D. And it's the Giants who have the lead as they approach halftime. The Giants were losers in their opener, trying to get back on level footing as they lead on the road. From there, let's head to New Jersey. The Jets at home at MetLife Stadium. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. Drake May has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And that one all tied. Both these teams ready for the fight ahead. We're ready to get back to it as well. And to do just that, we'll hand it back over to Kate and Brock.
All right, thank you, Coach. And we are back and about set to begin the second half. McLaughlin has it on the tee, and he's ready to send this flying. His return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Browns and this running back headed back out for a new series. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one.
Let's go now. Go.
First and 10, here's Watson. Completed over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
35-yard line.
Watson. He's got it over the middle. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
Here's Watson to the air. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Here's Watson. He puts some power on a deep one. It is caught at the 20. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. It's a 33-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
They'll run here from the gun. And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. Pickup of 8 on the run, and that sets up 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. This throw is caught. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Going jumbo set on this 1st and goal. They bring a tight end in motion right. To throw, here's Watson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop him. Good pressure from the defense there, has them trending in the wrong direction.
1st and goal from the 1. From the 1. I don't mind throwing it, but that's the one thing you can't have happen. Defensively, you know they're going to bring it. And now, well, they're more than content backing this offense up with the sack.
Backed up to the 8 here, it's 2nd and goal. They give it to him up the middle. And they'll make the stop after a small push to the 5. It's a 3-yard pickup. That moves them a little bit closer. 3rd and goal coming up.
It's now 3rd and goal.
Watson to throw it. He's got it. Touchdown, Cleveland. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
The Browns keeping the offense out on the football field. They want 2 here.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it! And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
You know, no sense in piling on. Pretty clear for everybody to see. He knows he should have had that one. Just didn't watch it in the whole way, and it leaves 2 points on the table.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Fielded at the 7. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. They'll take over at the 39-yard line. Nice return there. The Commanders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And as we're reminded of some of the highlights of this game, his touchdowns ranking quite high among them. We're going to see 3 of them here, and if you're scoring like that, Brock, it normally means you've had a pretty darn good game. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. Going to Harris to start. Oh, the football's loose. And this is going to stay with the offense as he makes the recovery. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Daniels on 1st down. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
This guy, Kate, he can create. He really is good out there. He's skilled when it comes to getting outside the pocket, which makes it all the more impressive. They contained him so well when he was clearly looking to generate something with his legs.
Moving in the right direction. 5 yards there, but still got a 3rd and 9 coming up. Shotgun snap to Daniels. Complete beyond the marker. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Taken in by Harris. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
This is Harris on second down. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. 5 yards on that play and enough for a new set of downs. They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Now Daniels to throw. Complete out to the right side. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Commanders will have a first. From the red zone now. Has room into the secondary. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Now an inside handoff to Harris. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Commanders' ball. A chance at a win if they can hang on to their lead through the 4th. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7. Daniels from the pistol. Flushed out now to his left. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
So Chase McLaughlin is on in a high-pressure spot. It's from the left hash, 33 yards. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the 4th quarter when it really matters.
Return coming from the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Back out now comes the Browns offense. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. Here's Watson, 1st and 10. Forces one through double coverage. Oh, it's intercepted! And the Commanders get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. Somewhat surprising interception there, Brocky. You don't see nearly as many of those on shorter, safer throws like that.
Yeah, that's exactly what that was. Coordinators and coaches offensively look for layups, Kate. You like basketball, right? They look for layups, easy, gimmies. And in the short field, that usually is the case, but not against a defense like this, and not a defense that has the awareness of what they're trying to do.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts. They'll get this drive started, 1st and 10. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Yeah, this is a time where offensively you got to regroup, you got to get in that huddle. You know, quarterback is the most important leadership position. Everyone's looking at you. And as a QB, after taking a sack like that, golly, you got to flush it, instill some confidence, and move this ball forward.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Trying again following the sack. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It can be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up 4th and long. They're out now, ready to punt it. Ooh, and this is a worm burner. He didn't hit this one well. And this is marked out all the way down at the 6. They'll be dangerously close to their own goal line for this series. The Browns getting their offense out there. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he has it up to the 9-yard line before going down. 2nd down now, 7 to go.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
Working from the gun, Watson. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking at a tough spot to punt it away if this 3rd down is unsuccessful. Robinson in motion right. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He's got a man left. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. The Commanders headed back out on offense. Their quarterback returning to the field now. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set, 1st and 10. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes them back quite a ways. In the middle holds. They don't get anything on the run. Stuck at the line, and now it'll be 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down at the 27-yard line.
From the gun, it's Daniels. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that a punt of 47 yards. And the Browns will go on offense. Now this offense getting set to work here. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Watson on 1st and 10. Hits his running back. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once, I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Slot man in motion left. Back to throw it. Caught by Miller. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that gives the Browns a first.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, but these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
1st and 10. Here's Watson. Short pass brought in. And they take him down right along the 30.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Here's 2nd and 2. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
When you ask a lot of your defenders on that field, it is not easy to play defense in today's NFL. Not only stay in their assignment's hip pocket, but to make plays on the ball as it arrives. He was challenged with an intermediate throw, and he swatted it away with ease.
And he's going nowhere there. Add that to what's been a tough afternoon for him. No gain on the play. That brings up a tough decision for them on 4th down.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, well, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
He goes back to him yet again, complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. That's a gain of 10, and staring at a turnover on downs, Brock, they pick up the first instead. Out of the gun, here's Watson. Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. Catch made over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. So now here's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
From the gun, they're going to hand it off. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Browns fighting the clock now, trying to hurry back to that line. That'll be the first and more. And he'll be taken down at the last possible moment. He's at the 1. Here he is to throw. Play didn't break how they wanted it, and he throws this away.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
That one's incomplete in the end zone. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're left with 3rd and goal. To throw. And it's caught. It's a touchdown in the final minutes, and a 2-point play could force overtime. So there's part 1, Brock. They get the touchdown that they desperately needed. Now, you'd imagine, comes a try for 2.
You know, Kate, this might be just as tough as that touchdown. I know they work all week on their 2-point plays, but they're hard to execute. That being said, if they want to force overtime, this is a must.
So now a big play coming from the Browns as they try for 2. Setting up to pass. And the 2-point pass falls incomplete. They tried to get aggressive, but it doesn't work. That was the play they needed. Now gotta hope your defense or special teams can come through and get you that football back.
And the sooner the better, too, because time is not their friend. They always have the onside kick to bail them out, but after that, it might be time for this D coordinator to crank up the aggression meter, and you know every one of these defenders will be attacking the ball.
And this is going to be covered up by the Commanders. That should just about lock up the win. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. The offense being led back out by its quarterback as they get geared up for their next possession. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts. Now a timeout's called, Cleveland using its second. Back into that favorite formation they go, Brock, forcing those guys to burn a timeout. Now the Browns spend their final timeout. That's all they had, so the offense free to start running the clock down now. He'll go to a knee to close this one out, Brock, and it's only fitting that he's holding the ball in the end after the absolutely tremendous game that he had.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. And a fair catch made here at the 17. So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with a victory. So for Brock Huard, everyone here on our great crew, I'm Kate Scott, and this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Commanders, as with that, we'll sign off from Cleveland.